Welcome to the show. Gabrielle, do you when you see your book out, what do you go, oh yeah, that's me, that's my book?
You know what the coolest thing is? Like the book club seal. Like, that's slick.
You like that?
Don't you?
It's not bad. I worked on that. I wanted to make it classy.
No, it's so
and look
classy.
Good.
I think I feels like it's been around forever. Not like we're the first ones.
Right?
You know, but I am the first one.
You are the first one, exactly,
Yeah.
Gabrielle. Thank you. I love this book. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, I want to get into it, but I wanted to show something because you didn't, no one starts writing novels. They start, everyone has...
Well, as a baby, I just came out and started
just
writing novels.
books.
That's how that works.
No, but talk to me about, you were a high school, was it a concert critic? What were you? A music critic?
I was a music critic for the Fort Lauderdale Sun-Sentinel.
Yeah.
They had a... Wow,
Yeah,
okay,
one
for Fort
person,
Lauderdale.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they had a special teen section, and I went to a Guns N' Roses concert, and when I got home that night, there was a really mean review, insulting to Axl, insulting to the band, you know? And so I wrote an angry letter to that newspaper, and I ended up getting hired to review, like concerts
a teen
and
consultant,
CDs. Yes.
a teen critic. This is a Cameron Crowe, man. This is how everyone, but I love the bottom of this. It says here, if South Florida ever sees a concert of this caliber again, that concert would defy the laws of nature. After all, lightning never strikes the same place twice. Well written, and stick up for Axl and Slash and Duff and everybody. Guns N' Roses. Well, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, big hit, by the way. You've been on the New York Times bestseller list, top 10 list for now, since it came out, actually.
Yeah.
You were actually, I heard that you're very excited that it opened at number 3.
Well, I just want to say that I would have been fine with it being number 1. But I was really excited with 3 as well because there's 3 tomorrows in the title.
Okay.
That makes sense,
yeah,
right?
Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow.
And I was also then excited when it was number 5 because there's 2 ands there. So you get tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Okay.
And when it was number 7, still excited because there were actually 2 commas after each
All right,
tomorrow.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But how do we describe the book?
Whenever anybody asks me to synopsize the book, I basically panic because I think the book's pretty complicated. But so I've started saying it's just about love, art, video games, and time, which I know sounds really vague. So then I add, well, it's about these 2 kids who meet as children and they spend the next 30 years playing games and making games, you know. And it's sort of about what if the person who's the most important person in your life wasn't any of the usual suspects? What if it wasn't like your wife or your kids? What if it really was your colleague and your friend? And I think the book reflects my belief that a great love story can also be a great friendship story.
Yeah. See, look at that right now. Everyone's like, yeah. So it is that good. I love, so I'm reading it and I go, okay, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, I know is from Macbeth. But what is the connection for you between tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow?
Well, I have to say, when you did your little video about it, you had the title exactly right. So while it does come from one of the bleakest speeches in all of Shakespeare, you know, it's Macbeth's Act 5 soliloquy, and nothing good happens in Act 5 of Macbeth to anybody. But the character who cites it in my novel, he actually finds great hope in it. The idea that every day we're alive is a chance to start again. And conveniently for me, he also finds a metaphor for video games with their infinite lives and infinite chances at redemption, which I think is something you really hit upon when you were guessing what the title was.
Yeah, I did. Great. So I did say that, yeah.
You did say that.
Thank you. Yeah, because I was thinking, I do love games and I love all the references to gaming. We were just talking backstage. Our parents both worked at IBM growing up.
Yes.
By the way, I had a great experience with IBM.
Yeah,
They were really
people
great.
have no idea how IBM was your whole life. If your parents worked there, there were Christmas parties, there was family fun day,
yes,
you know?
Family Day was great.
And so we were thinking maybe we went to the same ones.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We could have been there together.
But we aren't, so we're basically related through IBM.
Yes,
We're in the
we
IBM
are.
family.
We're IBM brother-sister,
Right?
yeah.
Which you can tell.
But there's so many references there to Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
That's what really got me, because there's 2 friends that haven't seen each other since high school, and they're yelling across the train station, and he goes, Sadie, and she's not turning around. He goes, Sadie, you died of dysentery.
Right.
And they decide to make a game together.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting. I've never heard of a love story where you're like, oh, that's a new take on, I've seen every Hallmark movie. And I go, but the games are genius when you think about them. And then I heard that maybe they might be in development.
Well, they made Emily Blaster, as you know, so you can
love that.
play that, you know. But
Can you explain Emily Blaster to people?
Yes. So it's a game that my character Sadie makes in college, and you shoot fragments of the poetry of Emily Dickinson. So you can go, if you've ever wanted to shoot Emily Dickinson's poetry, which who among us hasn't?
I mean, this is...
Right?
Why has this not been invented?
Why has this not been invented?
Exactly.
You can play that at emilyblaster.com. But, you know, but the other games, yeah, like I would love to see them get made. I think right now when we read a book or we watch a movie, we want to experience it in different ways. And gaming storytelling is so different than book storytelling or movie storytelling. It's in a way you get to be a part of it in this really active way. And so I think it would be awesome if people made games.
I already got, the rights got sold, right? Someone bought this to make a movie out of this, right?
Yes. So.
Come on. Come on. I mean, come on! Fallon Book Club first. That's how you do it. Gabrielle Zevin, I wanted to present you with this. Is our first ever Fallon Book Club pin. Yeah. So that's for you. It has the date on it.
I'm putting it on.
Yeah, could I put it on?
Please do.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. Here we go. I don't want to ruin this jacket here.
No, you won't.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, there we go, right there. Wow, look at the
Wow,
camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Gabrielle Zevin, congrats on everything. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, you're awesome. Come back for the next one. We love you. We'll be right back with a performance from M. Byhold. Stick around, everybody. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Hey.